Welcome everyone. I'll be uploading this video to YouTube afterwards, so I'll just make a little introduction. As some of you might know, I did the Journey to 2000 ELO on chess.com a while ago and never actually made it. I made it to like 1993, I think. Um, and then it kind of fizzled out and so in the meantime, I've been playing a pretty healthy amount of over the board chess. I've been playing in team matches and tournaments, and I do feel like my overall level is probably as good, maybe a little bit better than when I was at my top on chess.com. And I don't know, I was just thinking like it's really easy to post regular content and connect with all of my viewers and you guys, I guess when you guys have regular content, regular streams, and it is kind of nice. So, I'm trying to do events in person in Paris. So I have my own chess club, not my own, but I have a chess club that I play with. I meet people there, but then I also have some chess nights that are starting up again. So if anyone happens to be in Paris, you can reach out to me. And yeah, I just enjoy like interacting with the community and with you guys, the viewers. So all that is just to say that I thought it would be interesting to come back to the challenge. And the challenge isn't really like all that fun with just, oh, let's see if I can get to 2000 ELO. I do think it's kind of fun, and gives you like a healthy goal by setting a time limit, just like anything, right? You say, okay, can I do this thing by this time or, and I'm going to give a disclaimer here, which is that it's really not, the emphasis, despite how it sounds, is not on the results. It's not on getting to 2000 ELO. Actually, I don't care that much, like, about my online ratings and really ratings in general. I don't think that should be the emphasis. I've made many videos on this. So that is not the emphasis. The emphasis, believe it or not, is not on getting to a certain ELO. The emphasis is on improving our chess and learning together, and as just a fun challenge to make it, catchy and to just for fun. Yes, I'm trying to reach 2000 ELO by March 1st. I thought that realistically, we have Christmas holidays coming up. I probably won't be playing a whole lot. But then that gives me January and February to try to get back to 1900 and then climb towards 2000 ELO. And I will also be doing an educational series. I've been meaning to do this for a while, and I know I haven't, but I have a bunch of books here, and I've been working and studying alone. I haven't been making videos, but I've been studying them alone. And so I'm going to continue doing that. And the goal is to like really improve my chess in a serious way. And last thing I'll say is that this also helps me for my over the board play, my overall chess play, because just simply playing a lot of chess can be really good, especially if it's used the right way. Mindlessly like spamming games, probably not that helpful if you're not really analyzing. But I'm going to try to take my approach from over the board chess, which is really try to analyze your games, understand and learn from your mistakes. Take notes from that, notice common themes, common mistakes, blah, blah, blah. Take that like mentality and apply it to online chess and the journey to 2000 ELO. And I think it'll be pretty useful, actually. So that's the goal. Anyways, God, I ramble so much. Sometimes there's so much information going on in my head. And so let's get started. Basically, we are at 1874. I play hardly any, I don't really play any rapid anymore. So we're going to try to see what we can do, get back to 1900. Tonight, I'll probably only be playing one game. So I'm only going to promise one game per day is going to be the goal. A game per day. We'll see if I do more, along with studying and that kind of stuff. All right. So let's throw on some music for those of you who are on Twitch and Kick and all that, and start this thing. All right, here we go. So we'll start a 10-minute game. Probably not enough time or as much time as I would like, but what's up, Christian? Yeah, it's been a while since I made those videos. I appreciate it. You too, brother. You can do it. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so we have black pieces. I guess I'll still check out people's profiles just in case. Okay, D4. This is like a weird. What is happening here? It's not a London because it's like. I sometimes play C5 against this, but you know what? Let's just go for a D5 game. It's probably the most sound move. Okay, now it's transposing to a Queen's Gambit, which I wish it weren't. Because I would have played. Alright, well, I'll just go with the declined. I'm kind of playing a older version or older setup. Hit 2K and then fell back. Congrats! God, what do I want to play? I would have preferred to play Nimza, but they did this weird... Why did they play that? Why did they play E3 first? It's like, I'm pretty sure they're doing it to trick players, which is clever. I don't think I can still get away with the Nimzo. Does it work? Probably spending too much time. Yeah, these 10-minute games go so fast. I'm gonna see if it does. I don't know. Let's take this as a learning. All right, because we could go like takes and go for this setup. Let's just have fun, okay? I'm gonna see what happens when I try to like pretend that this is a Nimzo. I mean, now it says like on chess.com it says Nimzo Indian, so that's interesting. Except that, okay. This is not really possible, which is nice, but the knight e4. 10-minute games are tilting indeed. Do I go f5 here? I think I can get away with that. f5, if queen gives a check, I'll just block it. That's, I don't know, that's the idea, I think, with this knight on e4 and the Nimzo setup. I watched a couple videos on this and I really like it. It's like really powerful, but I just don't know when exactly to do it. Okay, we should probably get developed here. I don't know if I want that knight coming in. Do I castle? Let's just castle first. No, let's go knight here first. I want to stop knight there. Like, I don't know if he would, if he's going to try that. Okay, let's just castle now. That bishop's undefended. Can't really take advantage of that yet, but... And then we'll go for the b6, bishop b7 setup, and we can maybe eventually go for c5. Okay. We can rook lift. That's the idea of this. But this is kind of a weird setup. Like, here he pushes. I'm gonna go for it. We need to get developed first, and then I'll go for the rook lift and the attack. Oh, is he just gonna push? That'd be kind of annoying, actually. Let's develop anyways. I'm assuming he's gonna play a6. That's weird. Okay. What if I just bring the bishop? Like, this looks weird too, you know? Because then he can... Yeah, I don't want to block my c-pawn. This is... I don't know what's going on here. I should probably ignore that threat. Ah, and this is all going so fast. Okay, my knight is blocking things here. He wants to play c4. I want to... Ooh. Damn it. There's like... Oh, I know. I see. Wait. No, I can't play this because he takes with a queen. Dude, this is not ideal. Okay, I think I need to swing the knight around to be able to play to defend d5, and he can't play knight e5 just yet because it would drop the fork. Yeah, so he clearly wants that. Yeah, but we have this now. Although takes here, takes. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess he doesn't even need to take with the rook. I thought maybe I'll just take, rook takes and attack. Not loving this, guys. Like I still understand some of the ideas with the Nimzo vaguely, and it's so fun to get the Nimzo attack with the bishop and the rook lift and the queen and the knights. But like I don't fully get all of the tactics. Which way do I want to take? No, that would be too dangerous. That gives him a huge center. Let's attack the bishop. Oh boy, that was pinned. That's my bad. Yeah. And my opponent's playing really fast too. Something went wrong here on the queen side. Something here was very wrong. And I don't like how my opponent... I mean, this is good. I'm learning. Because whatever the hell this delayed like E3 thing was, it caught me off guard. I could have... I'm trying to think of how I should have... Let's threaten... Let's see here. Then takes... No, that's still defended. Yeah, I don't know what to do, really. I'm definitely worse. I don't really know what to do other than go for a kingside attack here, because what's happening on the queen side is not ideal. I think with the Nimzo setup, you go d6 is typically better than d5. Yeah, that's the thing, but I had already played, like I already played d5 because I didn't think it would be a queen's gambit. Oh, I still might sack. Check here. Check. We win material back. Hold on. Takes, check there. Check. It'd be better to have like a checkmate, but that's really tempting. Takes rook for a bishop. Check here. Check. Yeah, let's have some fun because it does also. Wait, hold on. Am I blind? Did I just blunder? Oh my god, oh, okay, I'm literally hallucinating things here. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Check here. I thought the pawn wasn't there and that I could come back. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I wish I could keep the king from escaping. That would be awesome. That'd be really awesome. Man, whoops. I don't know. I'm going to throw this in. Like bishop h3, I think helps him escape. He wants to go that way. So, ay. Sometimes this happens in classical games too. I'll like calculate. I mean, this I didn't have no time to calculate, but like I'll. Hold on a sec. This looks maybe more promising because now I can take first. I don't really care what he's doing there. I'm going for checkmate at this point. Honestly, it might be possible too. Checkmate. I don't know if this was the move. All right. Check here. Can I? Well, let's just throw this in because I'm going to lose my bishop otherwise. But here, check. We can then take that. Well, wait, hold on now. Okay, he's got 3 minutes. My cat is going insane outside in the hallway. This cuts the king off. Like the king is cut off. I like this. So yeah, this actually still looks pretty dangerous. But I don't see the win. He can't move this pawn. Oh shit. He can play that though. That sucks. I literally have to have mate because if not, I'm getting mated myself. Well, maybe not. The bishop can come back, but he has a discovered attack here. All right, so check, moves over, takes. Dude, my cat's going crazy. Check. I'm just assuming. Oh, he didn't see that. That's good news for me. Check. Okay, there's got to be a forced win here, especially if he's playing a move like that. Check here. Check there. All right, I don't want to run out of time. I don't see it just yet, but I'm pretty sure this has got to be the move. I just want to make sure he doesn't escape. But like we should at the very least win the rook and still probably the game. If I can win the rook, but I'd rather just have checkmate. That I would. Okay, check. He goes here. Can I stop that? That rook is for free, but I... Check. He goes there. All right, this is kind of a bummer. I can pick up the rook, but I thought that was maybe better, but maybe that's just, yeah, the way to go. Let's not lose on time, especially. I'll go here, and then I can... I don't want him to escape, though. Oh, well, that's... Okay. That's interesting. Check. I don't want to trade queens. I want your queen for free. Well, I might not get that, though. All right, let's just trade. Okay. Little bit dicey. I'm gonna have to play fast. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, though. Just got enough blunder. And I'll activate my king. All right, this music's pissing me off. Sorry, guys. Switch this. Stops the rook from infiltrating. Attack the rook. Forcing trades is for sure the best. If I can make that happen. You know what? I'm just gonna come in with my king. One rook is not checkmating me, and I think I need my king. I want to like just anchor the bishop there. I don't know why I like that idea. All right. I don't know where you're going with the king. Shit. All right, this is getting slightly closer than I would like. Still okay, though. Oh, for God's sake. Let me get the rook over on this side. Dude. Get the king out of here. Okay, here we go. Now we march. Just got to anticipate where the rook is going to attack me from. That was probably not necessary. Okay, oh my God. This is awful. I'll just do it this way. I mean, this is not easy with the time pressure. Oh, God. Got a stalemate. Shit. Fuck. Oh, my God. Oh, that was so good. Oh, man. Good thing I'm practicing. Good thing I'm doing this. This is so... That was the worst execution ever. I'm so not used to... I'm so not used to the time trouble nowadays. Hey, yesterday I overcame the playing anxiety that stopped me from playing for months, just doing slow and fast puzzles every day. That is a very good idea. On the flip side, I started about 8 p.m. and saw the sun rising. Oh my God. Literally the moment the fucking bishop. If the bishop, like, you know, when you have a piece and at the, like, if that bishop were gone, that would have been super easy. I could have just done like a rook checkmate there. And I knew I was going to mess that up. Like, of course, because the fucking bishop was there. I was going to go back and move the bishop here to get it out of the way because the stalemate threat was so, like, I literally should have just given the bishop up. I should have pre-moved and just getting the bishop the hell out of there. Oh, that was really sad. But that's okay. It's the first time I'm playing in a while. And how's it going? Talmurid, welcome. At least it wasn't a loss, yeah. What's up, Rexos? Welcome in. Yeah, okay, so my opponent... I guess I shouldn't have played d5. I should have just played e6 here. I wonder if the computer thinks with this move order it's okay, and it looks like it is. Because then if they had gone c4, then I could have... Well, hold on a sec. What do I play here, though? Because they haven't played knight c3 yet. I don't want to go d5. Can I go b6? Is it valid? Yeah. Okay, so I can like delay and go b6 here and then whatever. Go for this setup. I just actually played a tournament game. I did the recap video of it, and it was the same opening. So okay, that's good to know for the opening. I'm actually gonna write to, like, where can I write? Where can I do this? I want to, like, note down. I really got to start taking notes to improve. Somewhere here I have like a chess notes. Where the hell is it? Sure. This is like... Yeah, screw it. Chess notes. All right. So we'll call this day one because it is day one of the challenge. And Nimzo Indian. I don't know how I would write that. Like if E3, like, okay, D4 E3, if D4 E3 go knight F6 E6 transpose to Nimzo Indian. Because yeah, now I'm like much more comfortable playing the Nimzo Indian, and I like falling into these systems because the second you play D5, it's like not even, it's not the same thing. I transpose somehow, but you don't usually have D5. Okay. Otherwise, everything is mostly hunky-dory in the opening here. We double the pawns, which is funny. He didn't take with a bishop. That's actually kind of funny. Bishop takes C3 is the best move there. But anyways, jumping the knight into E4 is just okay, but I like it. It's just that, yeah, usually you don't have D5s they can't take. Usually you get a setup where you have the knight on E5, and I don't know, they can't take that pawn. You don't end up with this, like, these two weird pawns. Anyways, bishop D3, not great. F5, also not great. Computer wants bishop F5. I thought about doing that because of the discovered attack, but, like, kind of ruled it out pretty quickly. And because I like the F5 setup. Knight B to D7, not good. White's actually better here. Castles, castles. Bear with me, guys. Part of this is definitely Lichess study is good for it. I've been playing a lot of Blitz lately, trying to improve my fast play. Been having moderately good results. Very nice. Blitz is good for Blitz and Bullet are good for this kind of things that just happened to me. Yeah, give me bear with me, guys, because I'm not gonna just like skim through analyses, because the goal is to learn and get better here. So the computer wanted just castles. That was what we were thinking of, but I thought castles, knight d5, sorry, knight e5, knight d7, f4, knight takes. I guess it's just the computer's like, yeah, so I mean, we can't push here, but we go, oh yeah, they're in big trouble actually. They can't do that. Okay. I can play queen h4 here already, or I can throw the knight in. Both seem fine, but that's why this knight e4 is so cool in the Nimzo Indian, because you almost always have this queen h4 check, and it's deadly. Okay, anyways, and then f4, also a mistake. Wait, hold on, wait, what? Did they play that? No, okay. I thought I missed that. Okay, a4, b6, it wanted c5, that makes some sense. I was thinking in the Nimzo spirit, so not playing c5 necessarily, but more b6 first. But like, yeah, it's a pretty obvious looking move. Very obvious looking move. And I didn't do it. Okay, here, ace, a5, it's a good move. Bishop d7's not great. Instead, it wants still c5. And if takes, knight takes b6. Takes, knight takes c5. Kind of weird, but okay. All right. Yeah, because this was stupid. Like, whatever happened here was really stupid. But then we got a second chance because we had an attack going. There's lots of cool attacks in the Nimzo Indian. And unfortunately, we didn't get to really show some of that off here. King F1 is a miss. Ooh, rook takes F3. We got a brilliant move. We got the brilliant move and did not find the follow-up. Queen H5. So it was not bishop H3 check right away because my thoughts were here. Like, we're just helping white escape with a king. Yeah. But it wants Queen H5. Why? Let's say he goes here. Rook F8. Okay, so we're threatening that. So let's say he moves over. Rook takes F3. Okay. All right. Well, we didn't do that. But then he blundered and played E4. I take, throw this in, and then here he should have, I think, at least gone D6 check, but buys him some time. But did I miss mate, by the way? Because that would really suck. I didn't. And then the rest of this was just poor. Yeah, I could have handled this better, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Gave up some pawns. There should have been like an easy way to just make sort of a fortress, keep the rook behind me, and push one of the pawns. I just wanted the bishop and the pawn there, because then I know that he's never going to take either of them. So I thought that was an okay idea, but the rest of this was just like silly. I literally just needed to... Yeah, I dropped a pawn there. All right. I will actually play one more game. I'll play one more game. I can't stay up super late because I gotta work and I've finally gotten like a good sleep schedule. All right, get ready for London, guys. I'm going to see if I can remember how to play this line, the copycat variation. Technically, the best move is C4, and then I believe Queen B3. Taking's a big whoops, I think. But I don't play this a whole lot. Usually I play like a sort of traditional setup where I just go bishop B3. Okay, because there's big drawbacks to this. This is dangerous. How do I... Taking, he takes with the knight. What's the follow-up? That's the problem with this. Takes here. What we want to do is exploit the light squares, I think. But they haven't played E6 yet, so maybe we can just wait. Let's start with... Okay, taking a little bit too much time. Now they played E6. All right. Now, takes. I still think we need to develop first, though, because we need the knight to be able to come here. Then... I don't think that we need this knight as much for this, but I could be wrong. Just one more is right, Raxos. If you guys are watching and you're not already subscribed, either on Kick or Twitch or YouTube or whatever, do me a favor. Do me the favor. Would you? Pretty positive. Just jumping the knight in looks like a great thing to do. I'm not going to think too much about this move. I wanted to do that anyways. And now I really want to take. Takes here. And then I'm getting ready to slaughter him on the light squares. I don't know, though, like if the king castles, I don't know how dangerous it is. Gosh, this will be a good excuse to go over my London lines again. Yeah, see, that's... Develop the knight to the most forward square, typically. So here, I think we'll just go... I mean, unless I want to try to back up my knight, but kind of weird because the bishop's on f5. Let's go here. If takes, I'll develop the bishop, I guess, even if it looks kind of weird there. Yo, you've got a great energy towards your stream. I'd love to see your next stream. Thank you, Frida. That was weird. Like the mod tried to filter it. I appreciate it. Right. Thing is with playing like f5. Do I need to do that? What if I don't do that? Takes, he jumps his knight in. Right. Let's just go back. Taking a little bit too much time. But they get to play e5. I don't know if that really matters here. I would love to get my pieces out and castle. This is not how it was supposed to go. Okay, well that's fine. We'll take back with a bishop. I don't think there's any blunder here. There's no knight to double attack. All right. I don't really care if the bishop's there. I don't want the knight on. Wait, but if I go here, takes... hold on. If I go here, he can't play f5, so that's kind of an interesting thing to notice here. I can just bring my bishop back. I don't care if he takes my... Wait, hold on here. That would be a blunder. Yeah, that's a blunder. I have to take that knight. And then I will castle. And then maybe trade off the good bishop. Bring my rook over to the c-file. Looks okay to me. I might pin that knight. I think I will pin that knight. He wants to play c5. That's for sure. Here, c5, there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Let's go... Gosh, I'm just kind of trading off pieces here. Yeah, and he's accepting. Still, now bishop, yeah, this might be pretty annoying, actually. Here, takes, and I have an isolated pawn. Or I go bishop here. That, yeah, I'm gonna go bishop here. Okay, well now I will have an isolated pawn. No, I'm gonna take with the queen first. I'll keep... I don't know if I want to trade everything off like right away, so... Kind of a bummer. I need to put my bishop there. No, let's go here. Maybe he'll jump the knight in. Definitely got to grab the c-file. Righty. Ooh, okay. I need to solidify this pawn. I'm fine giving up the bishop, I think, because I need to not let that be a weakness. That can decide the game if I lose one pawn. I don't think it should be a problem having these two center pawns. And if not, I'm just going to keep that bishop there. My bishop is now a pawn. All right. All right. And I'll move the rook over and bring the king in. All right. So now we're in an endgame. And I'm actually reading the part of the book I'm reading right now. It's the endgame part of the book. So add some more protection. I don't know why, like we don't need to, but I also want to just make some space for my king. And now all the action is going to be around the c-file trading and bringing the king in, I think. Yeah, I think black would be wise not to take that bishop, but I mean, yeah, this could be a draw. It's very here's gonna like take. I think that would be a good idea. And going here. But no, I don't think that works. I'm just going to kick the knight out. No to my side of the board. Please get out. Please. Okie dokie. That's good. That's a wasted move by my opponent. And we are taking away squares. There's actually, I'll share with you guys after this. Remind me, if anyone's watching, remind me to open up this book with like this, I think it's like 7 or 8 chess endgame fundamentals. And it kind of uses a Capablanca game to show it. That doesn't seem like it does as much, so I'm going to just activate my king. Oh, look at these juicy light squares, baby. He's coming in. And I'm not doing too awful with time. I need to make some more playlists. You guys on YouTube don't hear the music, but if you go on Twitch and Kick, you can. All right. Here, yeah, like I don't really know if it matters, right? Where I go. I'm gonna bring the king in. I suppose I have to be a little bit careful with the rook being there. Like maybe he'll end up playing e5. Maybe trading a pair of rooks would be good, but I don't want to. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Takes here. Okay, I can't move up yet. What the hell do I do now? Takes there, takes. I think I would rather trade everything and somehow like argue that my king is closer. My goal is to go this way. Think that I don't know. Like this pawn is isolated, but just need to keep the knight under control here. And for the moment he is. It's a good pony. It's a good pony. Here I take. Yeah, my bishop's like dominating. My bishop and the pawns are dominating that knight. So he either has to reroute, like reposition. Actually, that would be a good move. Okay, that's annoying, actually. We're going to create weaknesses. I want those pawns, sir. Here, if he pushes, then we go up. Or can I just go like this? I'm going to take the safer route, although I think that just playing a5 is probably better. Because can he close the position? No, he can't play that. He shouldn't play that. And if here, check and move forwards. If here takes to... I don't want to weaken any of my pawns on this side, though. Maybe I could play this, but then... Excuse me, sir. Please let my king in. Just coming through. Let me pay my toll and be on my way. I'm just really betting on these getting there first, getting there faster. Because those guys are coming. Oh, I don't know if that looks right, though. Do we prevent the knight, or do we just go up? I don't think we need to. I don't really think I care if he goes there. We got to stop the king from getting in. If he goes check, I'll move over. So the pressure is on. It's all about this pawn right here. I'm sweating, guys. I'm sweating on the inside. I hope you know that. Metaphorically. Could give a check. I don't think that does much, but... Oh, is that dangerous? I don't think so. I think this is more dangerous. Do you have to be careful this whole setup where you can create a pass pawn? I might need to... I can probably sack the bishop at some point because the knight will be too far away, but I need to first take this pawn. He's probably 1, 2... Yeah, like from here, 1, 2 moves away, but then he can't really go anywhere. So actually that might be the move soon here to force the win. Because I mean, I don't know how easy it is going to be for him to attack that weak. It's virtually impossible. He's have to go here. Takes here, here. Oh. Here takes there. No, I think this should be okay. I'll have to sack the bishop is all. And once again, 30 seconds to win. Come on, I've got a queen though. I can pre-move that. Oh, respect, resign. Oof. We take those. I honestly, given how like little speed chess I'm playing lately, other than on my phone, I probably could have done that easily, but I'm not entirely sure. I could have screwed that up like with 30 seconds. I used to be really good under time pressure, but I'll have to get back into it. What's up, Sebastian? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. That's the last classical game that I played. And today I thought, you know what? It'd be fun to start up the journey to 2000 again. Give myself a little goal on chess.com. All right, let's take a look at this. I played with 86% accuracy. Not too terrible. My opponent played a pretty decent game as well. All right, London. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys. Okay. Really quick, while we go through this. Yeah, almost back to 1900. Yeah, I didn't actually realize that. Really quick, because I'll show you guys as I kind of show and remind myself. I know that I played this wrong. I for sure know I played this opening wrong. And I know that there's some fun traps you can get from the London. And I know one of them starts from this position. So let me switch the view here. Okay. What was this again? So we went, it was the copycat variation. Okay. Copycat. No. Copycat. Bishop f5. Although this is not what I played. One trap comes from this position. This is just really nice. But okay, not that. Damn it. I'm not sure if I can remember. C4 is like just the best move. I think most people agree across the board. You can play other moves, but I think that C4 is always slightly better. Anyways, I don't really know how to play it from here though, because then it's E3. Okay. We just transposed to like a Queen's Gambit though. But you're trying to like exploit the weakness from the bishop being out super early, just as how, you know, C5 and bringing the queen out is pretty strong. Geez, I don't, let's see. I think I have it in my study actually. Do I even have this? Oh, this is kind of fun. Okay, so there's kind of a trap. If C4 and if they take, then you can play E3. And if they try to hold on to that pawn, Queen F3, and they lose the rook. Wait, do they though? Hold on, what? Bishop takes C7. Oh, that's super interesting. Bishop takes C7. If they go here, Queen takes F5. Okay, so they're losing material this way. That is one fun trap. But I thought like if they don't take here, and then what's like the best move? Knight F6. Can they play E6? C takes D5. All right, whatever. We're getting too far into this. I'll look at this afterwards. But C4. Il y a un nouveau cours chessable sur le Londres en français qui a l'air sympa. All right. I don't use chessable very much. I appreciate it, Talmarid. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Queen B3 right away. Yeah, not great. I need to decide what the hell I'm gonna do with this with a copycat variation, because you don't need to play C4. And yeah, there's some trap lines that you can go into if they go with like the exact same copycat variation. But anyways, okay. Well, C4. I went Queen B3, which is just fine. B6 is an inaccuracy, so now it's kind of a question of like, can I exploit whatever? I don't know. I think that this is bad because it creates the weak white light squares, especially when the bishop is stuck out here. Bishop, sorry, Knight C3 is the best move. I went E3, E6, Knight F3, Bishop D6, Knight E5 is good. Bishop E5 is best. That's, wow. That's an interesting move. C takes. And if like takes would be a mistake, bishop takes, knight takes, knight takes, pawn takes. Yes, this looks good. Yes, yes. Okay, I wouldn't have thought about that. Castles, knight C3, bishop takes. Bishop takes is an inaccuracy once D takes. And then C takes. Blunders a pawn if they go that way. If they go here, I just kick the knight out. And then the knight is literally dead. So, wow, they lose a pawn, actually. That's silly. That is silly. Why didn't I do that? Ah, my chess.com froze. Okay. It literally just is frozen. Okay. No. Okay, here takes, pawn takes here. Yeah, takes, queen takes, hits the rook even better. Threatening some discovered attacks too. That's nice. Okay, I missed that. Anyways, knight b to d7. I dropped the bishop back. Rook d1 was also possible. All right. Bishop takes, or sorry, c takes. D takes c4 is an inaccuracy. Bishop takes is an inaccuracy. Knight e4 is a mistake. Knight takes is good. Not sure about this. And then castling, it actually wants f3. Yeah, okay. In this position, f3 makes some sense. Start putting the pawns on some light squares with the light square bishop. And like, there's just not, there's no weaknesses with f3 here. This is really solid. I should have had the cojones to play that. Knight f6, bishop d3. It's just a super passive. I like this game. I'm not really thrilled about. I'm not playing to like improve my position necessarily. Rook a to c1. Yeah, for example, this would have been better. I was just wondering if just d takes. Rook f to d1. Yeah, okay. All right. We trade off the bishops. Not really for my favor. Don't know why I did that, because I was actually better here. Yeah, I was slightly better here. And then now we're... Ugh. Now black is better. But... Rook a to c1. Really? Bishop g5. Why does it want bishop g5? Rook f to c1. Why does it? Knight b4. Rook c3. What if I go here? Knight c2. What? Ah, okay, clever. All right, yeah, that would have been bad if he had played like that. Okay, I don't see the point of bishop g5 other than maybe preparing bishop e3 like I did. Okay, yeah, I think it is bishop g5. Let's see. No, it wasn't. Rook takes c8 is best. Here, rook takes c8. Really? Ah, okay. Well, so the computer wants me to trade everything. But, like, it also says I'm slightly worse, so I don't know. I don't get that. It doesn't even want... It doesn't like the bishop e3 thing. Okay, well, anyways, fast forward. Fast forward here, and let me just share this with you guys really quick for whoever the hell is still watching before we sign off here. I'm trying to keep these things in my mind when playing endgames. I feel like my endgame knowledge is okay. It's like it's decent. I definitely feel more confident in endgames than I don't know. Than I did like 2 years ago, let's say. This is from the Build Up Your Chess book from Artur Yusupov. So far, it's super good. And we're going to go through this. I'm going to go through this and make some videos. But the general endgame principles, I just wanted to share this. Number 1, try to activate your king. This is like the obvious first one. Activate your king in the endgame. Number 2, a sound pawn structure. Very important in the endgame. So if we look at our pawn structure, not so much. And that's kind of why my effort to bring the bishop back was... Like, that was to try to keep the sound pawn structure, because I know that if this pawn gets weak and he takes that pawn, like, it could be just game over. And then number 3, provoke weaknesses in your opponent's position and then attempt to exploit them. So, like, an example of that, at least the way I understand it, was here if I had played, instead of playing, like, b4, I don't know if, like, a5 would work or not. It doesn't, but... I thought, oh, well, if he takes, then, like, cool, I'll just go and gobble these pawns up. But that's the idea. It didn't work in this case. Number 4, limit the activity of your opponent's pieces. That super, like, this is like a masterclass on that for the moment. But my opponent really made it pretty easy to do it, too. Like, his knight is here, and it's a good square. But he literally can't go anywhere, at least for 2 moves. So, and then try to find the most active positions for your own pieces. Not great, but whatever, anyways. And then number 6, try to formulate a good plan. And then they have like these puzzles and stuff. So I was trying to keep some of that in mind. Here, like black is actually still better. I felt like it was even, but yeah, black is actually still better despite my king being pretty active. Those pawns are pretty scary. A6. Now it's even, which means my opponent messed up at some point. A5 is an inaccuracy. It wants F4. Whoa. And if takes, G takes. That, okay. I don't understand that. We can separate my pawns. Maybe I can push and it's defended. That looks weird. Anyways, A5, but taking is an inaccuracy. He could have played F4. Takes, takes. King F7 felt like a mistake to me. I felt like he needed to commit to this. You know, often in the end game, it seems like you need to commit. Like if you take one wrong step and switch from attacking to defending, you can lose the game. And I think that's kind of what happened here. I just felt like that was not the way to go because my king is too fast. And now he just wasted moves to help me get closer to his pawns. F4 is a mistake. Wants king B7. What? Oh, sorry. No, knight B4 check. Is there some way he can prevent this, basically? King B6. King D7. Ah, this is annoying. And if I go here, for example, knight C2 takes. White's still winning. Whatever. Here, and then I should have taken. Didn't want to do it. Takes. Yeah, white's winning. So basically, starting here, like, this is even. King F7 loses the game. It's basically a blunder. And this is what happens a lot in like end games, especially in chess.com. I don't know if any of you are watching like trying to get to 2000 or whatever elo. In like classical games, end games are definitely important, but just know that players I think are stronger with end games in general and club play and tournaments and over the board chess. I don't get the impression that a lot of chess.com rapid players are as good with endgames, or they don't take the time. It might be because you don't have a lot of time, like we don't have a lot of time, but you can definitely exploit that. You can count on your opponents making a fatal mistake in the end game. Even when the position says it's a draw, I would say don't count on anyone below like 2100 or something to really know how to convert confidently most end games. Like they know exactly what to do. Most of the times, like even when it's a total draw, someone is going to lose that game because of a fatal like end game mistake. So it's nice because if you really work on your end games, you can win a lot of games thanks to that. Like, yeah, this game I basically just won. I played a terrible. This was not a great opening, not a great mid game either. And I basically just won this from playing a better end game. Sacking the bishop. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I don't know who is still watching, but anyways, I appreciate it. I will be, yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to try to do this every day now. I'm going to put up a video every day and streaming. So stay tuned, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Appreciate it. If I could speak English. Check out the Discord channel. There's not much happening right now, but you know, maybe you can be that person who makes things happen. And if you're in Paris, feel free to stop by the Chess Nights. The next one's Wednesday, January 7th in the 16th arrondissement, in the 16th district. Anyways, that is it. That is it. Oh, and very last thing, if you guys want to buy a chestnut, help me out. Help a brother out. You guys can use the promo code below. It's Christmas. You want to buy, I don't know, someone a really cool chess gift. You got the electronic chess boards and all the chestnut merchandise. So make sure to use my codes. And yeah, I'll see you guys